something that you're destined to repeat. Oh, it's stronger than you think. You know it has to end, but you don't know where to start. You can pack your bags and I'll meet you where you are.
EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
My partner Greg Olson set to bring this to you. Kaimi Fairbairn getting this one started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And they will finally get him down. He gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. So here come the Chiefs, and that means the three-time Super Bowl MVP, twice the league MVP. Almost hard to believe, Greg, it's season 9 for Patrick Mahomes.
Well, there's not a whole lot left to say. I mean, if Patrick Mahomes is under center, you go into every game with a chance, not only to win the game, but to ultimately win the Super Bowl. I mean, he is a generationally great quarterback, one of the best we've ever seen. And anytime he lines up behind center, Mike, it is just an absolute blast for us to sit up here and really watch greatness play out in real time.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 8.
Yellow.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. He's got his tight end. That's Travis Kelce. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. The future Hall of Famers connect. Mahomes to Kelce one more time for a Chiefs first down.
So think back to earlier in the week, Mike, and they told us they want to get him going here early and often. So I'd expect plenty of passes to head his way as this game unfolds.
Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. If he gets a yard out of that one, it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Working the right side. Taken in by Rice. And he is out of bounds at the 31-yard line. Mahomes finding Rice for the Kansas City first down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
1st and 10 for Mahomes. They go right back to Rice. He's got it again. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
He'll take this for a couple, but the official signal, he has enough. First down.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good runner. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
Moving left. He bought as much time as he could, but he will finally be taken down. Now a stoppage for an injured Texan. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. He's got it about the 8. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
I mean, what a start to this game throwing the ball. I mean, I don't think the ball's hit the ground yet, Mike. I mean, he's 4 for 4. Now he's got his offense set up here early with 1st and goal.
This has been a solid opening drive. Knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Hunt is in. Touchdown, Chiefs. Terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Butker now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Chiefs will take a 7-0 lead.
Texans nothing.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. So out come the Houston Texans, and Greg, it is one of the good quarterbacks in the league. Offensive Rookie of the Year, number 2 pick in that 2023 draft. Year 3 for C.J. Stroud out of Ohio State.
And we all know how talented this guy is, Mike, right? From the physical sense, that's obvious. But what really separates him, and it really came through when we had a chance to talk to him this week, is really his ability to operate from the neck up. His processing speed, his decision-making. It seems like he's always one step ahead of the defense. And when he's on, he's proven to be really hard to beat.
That one good for 26 yards.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start. The quick passing game in the NFL, Mike, is so dependent on yards after the catch. You got to generate space with the scheme, and then it's up to the receiver to do the rest. In this case, nice job defensively, because this guy couldn't even get back to the original line of scrimmage.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 8. And it brings up 3rd down.
Here we go.
From the gun, here's Stroud. This is caught. He got the connection to Collins.
A gain of 4 yards.
This is a great example of where just having situational awareness is so critical in the huddle. When every one of those receivers, Mike, breaks the huddle and go line up, they've got to know where that first down marker is. If your route calls, get by it, secure the catch, and bring up a fresh set of downs.
They'll run it, and it's the USC man, Woody Marks. And he'll plow it forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Chiefs on top. We'll be back in Kansas City after this. It's Texans football. Quarter number 2 begins. They've got it 2nd down and 6 to begin. Stroud going to set up to throw. That is brought in at the 10. And he'll be out of bounds down around the 40. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a 1st down.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Line of scrimmage, the 7 for 2nd and goal.
Here we go. At 18.
Stroud. And he's in. Dalton Schultz. Touchdown, Texans.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Now Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Texans come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Here's Smith to return it. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard mark. The Chiefs offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. They'll work in a tie game here in the 2nd quarter and get started with 1st and 10. Play fake. Now it's Mahomes. This one is caught by Hollywood Brown. And he's going to take this one all the way. 75 yards. Touchdown, Kansas City. Here's Butker now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Chiefs will move out to a 14-7 lead.
14, Texans 7.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Here's Tremon Smith on the return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. C.J. Stroud and the Houston offense set to get going again. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
They'll run with Marks. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
Third and long.
Here we go.
Here's Stroud. To the right side, and Kurt's got it. And he's out of bounds. They're going to mark him at the 35. The defense blows a chance to get off the field as the offense converts 3rd and 14. Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. They send one of the tight ends in motion to the left. On the carry, this is Nick Chubb. And he'll get forward for about a yard. Jabari Connor there on the stop. So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Stroud. That one out wide for Marks. And he's going to be out of bounds. Gained just a couple. And now we've got 3rd down coming up.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time. Play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
On the quick, right? 18.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Stroud. In trouble, and down he goes.
It looked like that zone coverage had his head a little bit spinning there, Mike. I'm not sure he got a real clear picture of what the defense was giving him, and as a result, he holds the ball a little bit longer than he would have liked, and the defense is able to get home.
So, on 4th down, on comes Tommy Townsend to punt for Houston. Kansas City sends Nico Remigio back to return. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. That's where the offense will take over. The Chiefs offense and Hollywood Brown ready for their next possession. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
3rd and 9. Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined determined that third down throw. And even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
On fourth down, it's Matt Ariza to punt for KC. Jalen Knoll deep for Houston. And he didn't get the check he was hoping for on that one. That goes into the end zone, and it's a touchback. The Houston offense going to make their way back onto the field. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. To throw, it's Stroud. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Handoff here, and it's Marks. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. Drew Tranquil up to make the tackle.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
They'll go play action with Stroud. That is incomplete. He was trying to connect with his tight end, Dalton Schultz. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single 1st down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
And it's a good solid return as he takes it back up near midfield. The Chiefs offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. They'll begin with terrific starting field position. It gets going with 1st and 10. To throw is Mahomes. Left side, it's caught by Brown. Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop, and that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend. I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked, and with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
3rd and 6. Throwing is Mahomes. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
Here's Matt Ariza now. He's on for the 2nd time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. And this is going to pin him back. It's out of bounds inside the 10. The Texans offense going to get it one final time in this first half. We'll see how they want to attack things here. Backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. Throwing from the pistol, Stroud. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
And the defender does such a good job, Mike, not only putting himself in position to make the play, but how often do we see guys that are there and they just can't quite make it? In this case, he's there, knocks the ball down, really nice play.
Throwing on second down. Stroud. Now, screen set up for Marks. And he's going to be out of bounds up past the 20. Give him 13 on that screen play. And a first down.
And that first down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath. Focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
On the handoff, this is Chubb. And he will not be able to turn up field. He'll drop him behind the line.
Back at the 19-yard line.
So, halftime straight ahead, and we send it over to Scott Hansen, who has the EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. This is still anyone's game here. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand as the second half is about to get underway.
Harrison Butker to kick off.
Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Here's Smith to return it. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Texans offense going to have the first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Kirk is the motion man. They'll start on the ground, and this is Marks. And he'll only get it to the 26-yard line, setting up second and long.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
Here we go.
On play action, Stroud. Throw left side, taken in by Kirk. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
Here's Stroud. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on third down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on fourth down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Chiefs offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They'll do so with 1st and 10. On the ground to start the drive with Pacheco. And boy, tough to bring down there. Fighting forward for a gain of 7.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 3. Once again, it's Pacheco. Finding room across midfield. And he will go all the way. its job. And back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
And Butker on for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Chiefs will take a 21-7 lead.
Texans 7. Harrison Butker at a kickoff for Kansas City.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Here's Smith to return it. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Texans offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. On the ground, it's Marks to open the drive. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 9.
Tony.
Crowd to throw. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And this ball incomplete on 3rd down. Jaden Higgins, the intended receiver. And now it's 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Chiefs and their running back, Isaiah Pacheco, head out for their next drop. Going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drop. 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. It is Azeez Al-Shire with the stop.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Here's a toss to Pacheco. Room to run past midfield. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 16 yards. And the Chiefs have a 1st down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10.
Fire on these two.
On the carry, it's Pacheco. He'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. Kamari Lassiter there on the stop.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 7.
Yellow, yellow.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Working the right side, taken in by Rice. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. Mahomes finding Rice for the Kansas City first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Here's Pacheco. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
And he just continues to chew off more and more yardage with every single carry. And you can see here with the numbers, Mike, for as strong as he was in the first half, it almost looks like he's gotten even stronger now here in the second.
2nd and inches.
Yellow. 180.
On the ground, this is Hunt. And he'll fight forward. Doesn't get a hold up, and he got what he needed. It is 1st and goal coming up.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the 3rd quarter. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Here's a chance to put this game away. 1st down and goal. On the ground, it's the tight end. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
A give here to Pacheco. And he'll be taken down, let's call it the 7-yard line. And here comes 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
They'll run with Pacheco. And this time he's in. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Kansas City. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Now Butker to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Chiefs will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
Texans 7.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. This taken at the 5. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Texans offense headed back to take over once more. Things not looking good. But see if we get the turnaround going here. We'll start this drive with first down. Here's a handoff to Marks. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Yeah, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass. As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
Here we go. At 18.
Now, Stroud. That is caught. Finding Higgins. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
Tony.
Out of the gun, they'll run with Marks. And the struggle continue. He's dropped behind the line again.
A loss of 2 brings up second.
In motion now, it's Collins.
The 39-yard line.
A second down throw for Stroud. That is out quickly into the hands of Kirk. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 6. And it's third down.
Throwing is Stroud. They'll try to set up the screen here. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down.
It's fourth down.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. That is intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Watson. And the Chiefs are going to get the football at their own 40.
Intercepted. Turnover on downs.
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as just being a game manager. But one thing you have to do if that's the case is you have to protect the ball. You can't turn the ball over, especially if you're struggling to push the ball downfield. He got a little reckless that time, and the defense made him pay.
The Chiefs and their running back, Isaiah Pacheco, head out for their next drive. This one appears to be safe in hand. It has been a clinical performance to this point. Now they'll try to finish up strong. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Yellow.
Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now the carry for Hunt. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Hunter on the
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. A short one caught by Kelsey. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem. And that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
And that one had too much behind it. It's into the end zone for a touchback. The Houston offense going to make their way back onto the field. They'll begin with 1st and 10. On the give, it's Marks. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd down, Stroud. To the left side, into the hands of Pollard. And he gets him 6 yards closer before going out of bounds. 3rd down coming up.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. Good pickup of 16 on that screenplay, and a 1st down.
At the 37-yard line.
Here we go.
From the gun, here's Stroud. It's over the middle and caught by Collins. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Back to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by the former Florida State Seminole. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. Second half, and the defense continues to be item 1 in this game. They've done the job keeping the offense in control, and now, Greg, they scored on their own.
Yeah, and they've just been dominant the entire day, Mike. And now to come up with a pick 6 here and just further their dominance, it's been an impressive performance all around for this defense.
Butker now to add the PAT. He knocks it through, and the Chiefs are going to extend their lead.
Chiefs 35, Texans 7. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This returnable from the 4. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Texans offense getting set to get back to work. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Kirk is the motion man. off the play fake. Here's Stroud. Flush to his right. He'll tuck it and take off. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. What a way to kick off a drive. That's a gain of 30 and another first down.
This is an element to his game that we don't necessarily spend a lot of time talking about. He's not known as a traditional runner at the quarterback position. But when he has some space like he had here, he is more than capable of not only converting first downs, but picking up big chunk plays.
Get it out quickly to Higgins. And he'll be run out of bounds. That's a good game. On first down, they pick up 7 yards.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Stroud. He'll take a shot here. Back to the end zone. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete. And that will do it. This one comes to an end. So this one in the win column for the Chiefs. They take care of business here at home. It's a game they were expected to win. They had no problems in the end as they cruise to victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Chiefs victorious, as we say, so long from Arrowhead.